Hello everyone, and welcome to another video clip from Chaotic Fringe. Well, interesting thing happened a few hours ago. I was actually able to watch a mysterious thing. It was the pilot for Wonder Woman that was produced by David E Kelley. Kind of interesting, and it has interesting more with the time of when I saw it as opposed to the pilot itself. Let me just be honest. Had I seen this pilot, let's say, a few months ago when the pilot was out and it was going through the sweeps month and whether this could be a TV show, I agree with NBC. Should have been canceled. It wasn't Wonder Woman. Wasn't even close to being Wonder Woman. Best way to describe it, think of Wonder Woman as being a cross between Superman and Bruce Wayne. Bruce Wayne meaning being incredibly rich and having a huge corporation. That's the Wonder Woman that was presented in this film. She really didn't have any secret identity as there was. She was Wonder Woman the whole time, or she was Diana. There was a little break that she got. The Diana Prince character was there. She basically would retreat to Diana Prince when she needed to get away from being Wonder Woman and being part of the corporation. It was kind of her own little secret thing that she did. And that part made her, for lack of a better word, girly. Now, there were so many radical changes in the character Wonder Woman. This Wonder Woman was alluded to killing, and actually you do see her kill in this. And it's not a supervillain that she kills, it's a security guard. Not going to really get into the details on it, but she kills a security guard in this. She skirts the law. I don't mean skirts the law like she kind of sort of thing. It's dealt with in a realistic manner, the fact that she is a vigilante in some respects in this show. It was a very schizophrenic show, but it was very David E. Kelley. So on a David E. Kelley front, I go, yeah, liked it. On a Wonder Woman level, at the time, and I'm emphasizing that, it would have been a bad idea. Now I say that because, fast forward to now, watching it, anyone in comics knows DC is making all sorts of changes with all their characters. And if you were to change the Wonder Woman character the way that DC seems to be changing their characters to fit a more modern thing in this revamp that's going to happen next month, this is a very plausible Wonder Woman character for that style of book. It makes sense for that. And in that respect, given time, if they actually had a plan on that this was going to be something that they built upon, it probably would have worked out to be a very interesting series. Now, here's the problem as I see it, and it's a problem that a lot of shows like this are going to have a problem with. Someone that's a comic book person that knows comic books and knows what's going on in the industry, they can work their way around and say, okay, I can see how this might work and possibly accept it. We do it all the time. As many people are upset with what's going on with DC Comics, there will be people that will justify what's going on, like it, love it, and continue to go on. The problem is, you've got the general public, and the general public remembers Wonder Woman as Linda Carter. They want the spinning, they want the magic lasso with the magic stuff. They want it kind of campy and kitschish. That's what they want. And so, this show tries to bring a little of that into it, just a dash, but it also tries to be serious. And there's some humor that's worked into it, just minor humor. There are some scenes that are kind of interesting. There's a boardroom scene where they talk about the marketing of the doll, Wonder Woman doll. And let's just say Wonder Woman says some words that definitely are not Wonder Woman words in describing the character. But The general public thinks of Wonder Woman as Linda Carter. The general public thinks of Wonder Woman with the invisible plane and truth, justice, and the American way. Yes, I know that's Superman, but still, they think of her as that. That's where this pilot had a problem, because it wasn't that. It was trying to, it basically, they did with this Wonder Woman what DC is doing to the DC universe. And so if you're talking about a comic book crowd would probably accept it or complain about it, but would still probably pick up the book and give it a chance. As a television show, the general public is going, where's my Wonder Woman? Where's my Linda Carter? Where's Steve Trevor? Where's the invisible plane? Where's all this other stuff that they know from the old show and what they remember from the comic books when they read it when they were a kid, and they would have rejected this full on. That's why they canceled it. I would have probably given it a chance, even though, like I said, back then I wouldn't have. Now I would have, considering what DC changes are going through. I can see where he was going with it. But no, that's neither here nor there, because we only have the pilot. That's all we have. But it was, I would say, it was an interesting experiment. I think if it wasn't Wonder Woman, they would have had a chance. The action wasn't too bad in this. The problems where it failed as a pilot, Elizabeth Hurley as a villain, and as basically a rival villain in the same type of company type thing, boring. It got a little bit girl fight when the two were together, so I was like, okay, this sucks. Let's see. For those worried about the costume, I know that's a big thing. How was the costume like? Well, here's the thing. Wonder Woman changes her costume. Because you have the scene at the beginning is that whole running scene that probably anyone that cared about this pilot would have seen on YouTube. And that's where she has the long pants and she has the flat shoes, and it works. She's running, it works fine. But a few scenes later when she's Wonder Woman, especially at the end is where I really noticed it, she's basically in the Linda Carter type thing. She's got the panties on, so she's showing the legs. And to my not liking, but that's just me with the whole women fighting thing, she did have high heels on. Go figure. But all in all, not bad. I would have given, like I said, now I would give a pass. Back then I wouldn't have. But it's a very interesting little thing. If you do get a chance to see it, I would say it is good to watch. You will groan at points. You will probably not like seeing some things at points, but you get what David E Kelley was trying to do, and it was a good experiment. And I think if it wasn't Wonder Woman, if it were another character, it would be good. Oh, there is one other thing on it. One of my pet peeves in superhero type stuff is they always have to do an origin, and you always have to have everything laid out before you get to the character. They don't do that with Wonder Woman, and it kind of bothered me at first, but I grew to like it. Basically, Wonder Woman has been Wonder Woman. People know about Wonder Woman. Apparently they know about Paradise Island. They know about the Amazons. They know that she's not human. They know a lot about her character because things are just mentioned throughout the script about this. And I would say again, if this for the general public, they would have hated it. Comic book people would have gotten it. So not a huge thumbs up for it, but I would say if you can find it, seek it out. Take a look at it. Make your own opinion on it. I kind of liked it at the end. Even with some of the problems I had with it, I thought it was at least a noble experiment worth seeing some more of. That's all I got to say. I'll see you next time.